Waking on up to check my crypto.
What the
Why did I ever buy Bitcoin? Why? Now, if this was you this morning, don't feel bad. In fact, it's quite natural to feel just like this whenever you see numbers like this. And who wants to see numbers like this? Who wants to see any market where everything's down at least 10%? I mean, Bitcoin's down over 8%. We knew it was going to be rough. Like I said, I was looking at TA as far as a week or two ago that showed that this dip could go as low as a $5,800 to $6,000 Bitcoin. Obviously, I didn't want it to be that low, and I hope it stops before that, but that's what I've been prepared for now a week or so. Obviously, we're caught in this channel here between sort of $6,000 and $10,000 Bitcoin, with that Bitcoin price really determining which direction the market's going. Is Bitcoin going up or is Bitcoin going down? This is the same as it was, same as it ever was, where we have projects that are continually progressing towards their goals and a market that's acting a little bit more irrationally than we'd hope. Now, if there's no new capital, no new investors coming into the frame, and right now, like I've said on previous videos, I don't believe that there's a ton of new investors dumping money in. That's why people were so excited for Consensus, was that this was historically a time where newer investors would sink their teeth and get their first bite of their Bitcoin or their new cryptocurrencies, and we are looking for a similar cultural event to really catalyze more investors into this market, like we had on Thanksgiving of last year. If you look at the charts after Thanksgiving of last year, it was whew. And that was because it was a cultural event where there was a mixing between an incredible bull market and a bunch of people who didn't understand crypto or just learning about it, and a bunch of young people coming home to their families, a cultural mixing event that led to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies getting on a whole new group of investors' radars. Until we make new highs in Bitcoin, though, I don't believe that we're going to get that mania back. And until then, it's going to be a trudge of getting institutional investors in. And by the way, institutional investors prefer to get in the lower it is. They're the smart money that doesn't lose. So the lower this goes, the more likely it is that these VCs, these big institutional investors, will take a bigger bite. They're not buying at all-time highs. They don't do that. So the bigger the whale, the lower they're going to want to buy. And as much as this is extremely painful, right now I'm looking at the whales getting extremely, extremely appetized by the prices. Do I think that this is as low as it's going to go? No, we had a low of $270 billion, which is a little step down from where we're at right now, not too long ago. Do I think we could repeat that? Absolutely. So on days like today, I'm just going to hammer through projects that I like. And obviously, as the price goes lower, the fundamentals behind the companies have not changed. The progress towards their milestones have not changed. So my desire to invest in the projects has equally not changed. And so I'm just going to go through, hammer through, tell you a bunch of projects that I love, why I love it, really, really quick. Yeah, these are the coins that I'm going to be looking at as this dip continues to go lower and lower. These are the coins that I'm going to be looking at getting my hands on, getting a piece of, because I like lower prices too. I know it sucks, and especially if those are people out in the world who you have all your money in crypto or whatever, I don't think anyone should have all their money or all of their earnings coming from cryptocurrency at the moment. Even I earn fiat. I earn fiat currency in a variety of ways. Do I put a lot of that into cryptocurrency? Sure, but I earn fiat outside of this market. It has to be that way right now, or else you're just ebbing and flowing with such a volatile market that it might make you lose your mind. So my suggestion to anyone who's maybe feeling like this rockiness is too much for them, you should probably be looking to have other sources of income if this is your only source of income. And that's just going to help you outlast. It's going to help you hodl. That's going to help you keep your coins and make sure that you don't have to make bad decisions when days like this happen in the market. And better yet, if you have a strong enough stream of fiat, you can constantly be buying up these dips. Oh, you didn't get the icon dip? Guess what? It's back to $2 now. So we're going to go through a bunch of projects right now that I love, hammer right through them, and you guys can just see hopefully some great discounts on projects that nothing's changed behind the fundamentals of the project. To me, Ethereum's the bar for a useful token. It's the first platform play, and it's continuing to be infrastructure that continually gets upgraded. It had a high of over $1,500 or almost $1,500. And so Ethereum right now is sitting at 584. I think anything on these dips is great for Ethereum. I bought my first Ethereum much cheaper than that, but do I think that Ethereum could be over $10,000 as a token in the not too distant future? Totally, that's why I buy it. So Ethereum just, obviously Ethereum is one of the most useful platforms in existence, and they're just putting out their interoperability platform that's funded by the EEA, the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance. So there's a lot to love about Ethereum, and here we are on a dip. OMG Go, the first plasma chain for Ethereum, the scaling, so helping bring scaling to Ethereum, and the white label SDK for all these financial services and payment services like Request Network will probably be plugging into OMG Go. OMG Go down 15% on the day. Icon, obviously, you guys know I'm bullish as could possibly be about Icon. Their partnerships are as monumental as probably, I think Icon might have the best partnerships up there with VeChain and some other coins, but they have some of the best partnerships in the entire game. Naver, which is Line, and then of course the big daddy, which is Samsung. They're going to be on every Samsung phone and Icon app. So I think it cannot be overstated how important Icon's technology is, and to see them on this huge dip, they were once trading over $10. They're here probably going to dip under $2 again. So amazing buy for Icon. Stellar Lumen. I always think Stellar is a good buy just because I think it's going to be one of the best infrastructure plays as well as one of the best currency plays. Here it's back down to 27 cents. I got some Stellars for like 18 cents not too long ago on the super dip. But if you didn't get the chance to get that Stellar dip, I think this is a very stable coin. If you can get it below 20 cents, I think you're going to be looking to make some good gains. VeChain, again, on coming back down, and it doesn't matter how many partnerships VeChain announces. They partnered with literally the biggest dairy producer in China. They have automotive partnerships. They have literally every type of partnership you could imagine, and they're releasing ICOs in none other than video games, which is like totally out of left field for me for VeChain. But here we have VeChain under $4 again, and the project's dipping under $2 billion total market cap. And just with their partnerships alone, it's just amazing what they're going to be able to accomplish. So as this goes down, if you don't have enough VeChain, it's not a bad time to accumulate a really good project. Binance Coin. Honestly, Binance Coin I could see becoming one of the most useful cryptocurrency exchange coins because they're building their decentralized exchange. They're not going to stop once these DEXs hit the market. And the question is, once you hold the BNB coin and it's a decentralized exchange, does this mean that your BNB coins are going to in any way benefit from the ongoings of the network, like the next coin? The next coin, you literally get a rev share, or you get some of the fees that are generated by the platform. So it's essentially like you have a wealth creation mechanism. You have something that generates income, like real estate. And I think Binance Coin might go that way as they move towards a decentralized exchange future, as well as I think it'll hold its value tremendously well. Ontology, you guys know I love Ontology. I believe that Ontology is being steamrolled and sort of backed by the Chinese government and big sort of money bags in the East. And that's why I think even before the market was really bulling, you had these bull runs and then these plateaus, bull run, plateau, bull run, plateau, bull run, plateau, bull run. And then yes, it's been knocked back as the market's gotten really slippery, but look at this. I mean, it's held its gains from $1.27 or $1.16 all the way up. It was over $10. And yeah, sure, it's back down to $6, but I still consider Ontology to be holding its gains really well. Maybe it's not dipping far enough, but again, I believe Ontology will be a $100 coin by the end of 2019. WAN Chain, I believe, is a great buy, getting greater by the second. I was actually really bummed that it shot up so fast from its ICO, and we just put out the video on it today. I'm going to be picking up some WAN Chain, but now that it's been dipping, I'm waiting for it to dip more. Hopefully I can get it at below that $3 price, which is what it hit the exchanges at when it first came on the exchanges. Yeah, you see it didn't really go below $3 very, very long for any time, if at all, really. Walton Chain, amazing partnerships out of Walton Chain. They're rolling out nonstop, and they've partnered up with universities, they're partnering up with smart cities, their integrations are actually stretching even into smart oceans, and they have all this technology that's going to allow for no employee sort of stores, dressing rooms, and all this stuff. They're really pushing the technology of IoT in a major way, and I think that they're the closest thing to a VeChain that we have. Of course, they both have tremendous connections to the Chinese government. Walton Chain, I said if it ever went under $20, I would buy like a maniac. Here it is at $10, so I love Walton, and I'll definitely try to be accumulating more in this dip. I love this coin. Basic Attention Token, now look at it. It's almost retraced as low as it's ever been here on the market. Like, you can get these prices of Basic Attention Token. If Basic Attention Token comes down to below 30 cents, it hasn't, obviously it dipped back down there this year, but before that you would have had to get in before December, before that rush of December. Anyway, Basic Attention Token is an amazing coin, one of the most useful products out in the cryptocurrency sphere, the Brave browser, which is now being profiled on 60 Minutes. It was from the creator of JavaScript and the co-founder of Mozilla. This is a titan of a project. The lower it goes, the better it is for investors if you can get more. It's not stopping its development. Deep Brain Chain, they've had products out since 2012. Deep Brain Chain has been producing AI products since 2012. Certainly a sound project, and at one point their coin was over 60 cents. Gifto, they have over 100 million users. They're about to go live with their platform here, allowing for these virtual gifts, all the virtual gifts on UpLive. by AIG, Asia Innovations Group, that's all going to be going through GTO. So them having a huge spike would not surprise me even a little bit. You see that they're making real big moves on the Satoshi comparison. But regardless, they're down here at 25 cents. At one point, it was over 80 cents. Yeah, it was almost over $1. I could see this going and shooting back up as soon as they start rolling back out and using their mainnet. Wax, the same thing. They have a multi-billion-dollar real business that they're integrating their Wax tokens into, and they just need to figure out the right way to do it. Once they launch their Wax platform and really integrate OP skins or OP skins, I think they're going to be really successful. Again, they've dipped down to 18 cents. At one point, Wax was $2.50. It was a huge coin. QuantStamp, again, outworking a product in the environment where I believe QuantStamp will continue to exist and make partnerships and be useful. I'm not an investor, but QuantStamp is a working product serving a very real purpose here in the crypto community, and here it is down significantly. At one point, it was over 70, 80 cents, and now it's at 16 cents. Decentraland, an amazing sort of second life virtual reality project. Look, it hasn't even dipped that far off its high. Its high was 24, 25 cents, and now it's down here. I guess it's down here at a less than 50%, less than 40%. But this is cool. I actually was a little bit bummed. I wanted to buy land in the Decentraland world because they have the second world that they're creating, and I believe they'll be very successful at integrating these other crypto projects and asset ownership, digital asset ownership within those games. So I think there could be a very big fusion there. Botos, the AI network, is on their V3. They're working on V3 right now, and they're out in Chinese, English. Another very exciting AI project, but again, AI is a while away. High performance blockchain. They're using hardware to speed up blockchains, and I think that they're going to be instrumental in the next blockchain, because Neon Exchange next is talking about using hardware to accelerate their transaction times, and I think that HPB might be their solution for that. I'm hoping so. So that's my feeling, and they have some really innovative solutions here. HPB is going forward, and they were trading at one point here for almost $15, $14. So crazy stuff here, down at $2.92. Lots of discounts. Singularity Net, strong project. They created Sophia. Again, all AI projects, I just want everyone to have a healthy sense of how long this might take. Oh my gosh, the key somehow got even cheaper. I mean, this product is out working. Pensioners across China are using it to get their pensions payments. People are going to be using it for medical records. I've covered the key extensively. I cannot believe the prices are so low. I got to get more. I got to get more of the key. Wow, getting more of the key. Ambrosis. Yeah, if you didn't get a chance to catch Ambrosis, here it's testing its lows now. Again, it's at 34 cents. At one point, Ambrosis during a hype cycle was almost $2. So yeah, this coin has plenty of room to go. Another supply chain logistics cryptocurrency, and they're really focused on chips and RFID and different trackers and sensors within the products. I think Ambrosis has a lot to look forward to, and same with Origin Trail, another very solid logistics supply chain crypto where it's a very consumer facing, giving the consumer a lot of tools for tracking items, and they're also going to have their own blockchain and main chain. This is a great project. Again, down to 18 cents. At one point, the project was up to over 50 cents here. And what's good to know is that they're going to allow for staking and master nodes. Again, a good project to be looking at in the dip. AirSwap, very low, but they have a great team. They have their alpha release working, I believe, and they have some really great partnerships lined up, focused on institutional sort of money swapping. Oyster Pearl coming out with their mainnet, and again, just dipping, dipping, dipping. I know this is a very atypical episode of FUD TV, but there's just so many projects doing so many amazing things out there in the world. And so knowing that even in these market dips, the market's been acting irrationally from the beginning. None of these projects actually command billions of dollars in real economic impact yet. This is all speculation driven. So the fact that now we're having downward speculation versus upward speculation, specifically around the cost of Bitcoin, which is what's dictating a lot of this, well, that doesn't surprise me. And just remember, sooner than later, institutional investors are coming in, and institutional investors don't react to tabloids and rumors and news like that. They do much more methodical, much more in-depth analysis, and those types of analyses we'd like to believe are similar to the types of analyses we do here on this channel, which will allow for the types of investments that we make to much more similarly parody what's going on in the institutional world. Meaning, as these big institutional hits of money come in, they're going to come in a much more logical, methodical way based on fundamentals, not based on hype or anything else, which is going to drive this market from being as speculative and as kind of fluffy to being a lot more solid. And so as these markets go up and down like this, I'm getting more and more solid coins, solid projects with solid fundamentals, like the ones that we harp on so often, logistics supply chains, ones with great partnerships, ones with already rollout plans, those coins will continue to be titans and will continue to grow regardless of their market speculative values right now. And we believe that the era of institutional investing is really coming up quickly. So I do believe that we have a few more months, maybe even another half a year or a year of extremely speculative, volatile turns in the market. But I believe that as the institutional money comes in, we'll start seeing the really good projects. They won't lose that much value because those big money bags are not selling like crazy. They understand the long-term vision of the projects. That's just my personal opinion, and that's just my pep talk for today. But I hope this has helped you maybe feel a little bit more optimistic and have a bit more of a strategy for how you're going to handle the next few days of this market dip. Again, if you're really nervous, you can look into tethering or using true USD. But again, remember, we don't know when these dips sort of transition back to extremely bullish days. So you don't really want to tether and then have all, your coins bull, and then all of a sudden you've just lost coins, essentially, in my opinion. Then again, if you tether right and then you buy in again at the bottom, you could gain a bunch of coins. It's again, you're playing a game of trying to predict a short-term market that's not acting very logically. So up to you. I'm Elio Trades. You've been watching FUD TV, and we'll catch you very soon on the next episode.